So I wasn't really sure how I wanted to make this video, but it does have to get made. I've been struggling a lot recently, so I do apologize for the lack of videos on YouTube. I figured if I made this video as I guess casual as possible, that it would be easier for me to get through it. I've just been struggling mentally. I do have an anniversary event coming up for a traumatic event that I witnessed in my life, so I've been kind of struggling mentally. I've been bedrotting a lot. I've not been leaving the house, and I've just been having a hard time coping. It is a year since the event happened, and I'm still coming to terms with it. But I do have to make this video. This is a very important video. Originally I was gonna make it more of like a short form TikTok style video, and just cross post it on my other accounts, but I feel like this deserves more attention. Someone tried to impersonate me and it caused a lot of damages. I feel like most people that try to impersonate me are just minors with no ill intent, but regardless, it's still damaging. Being in the public eye is pretty difficult. Any wrong move, weird wording, or even like a harmless follow can ruin your reputation, especially in the dog community. People are relentless and won't hesitate to cancel you, even if it's just something as little as a misunderstanding. They'll say you're causing harm to others and spreading misinformation and making it an unsafe and toxic community, but meanwhile, they're the ones making it toxic and unsafe. I've already been canceled for my opinion on something that happened to me specifically, so I'm no stranger to the toxicity. Being able to have a difference of opinion used to be acceptable and a social norm, but now you're ridiculed and attacked for it and put on blast. I woke up one morning to a handful of messages berating me for following a known abuser in the dog community on TikTok. I make a point to purposefully not associate with anybody that's controversial to protect my name, so when I saw these messages, I was a little bit confused. I also had a text from Kayla and another one of my influencer friends, who both said that an account called the Service Flower Backup followed them and messaged them, and it didn't seem like it was me. I went ahead and checked the account and saw that they posted one of my more recent videos and were replying to people in the comments as if it was coming from me. They copied my exact same bio and even put at the bottom of the bio backup account. And the worst part, they weren't even following me, so clearly they wanted it hidden. To me, this clearly wasn't a misunderstanding or a fan account. This was someone impersonating me to get close to other influencers that they know I'm friends with. You can imagine the panic that this sent me into at 9 in the morning. I went ahead and commented on their account asking them to stop impersonating me, and I followed up with a direct message. I stated that impersonation is a crime and they're associating with people on that account that's ruining my image. I had to tell them that if it continues, I will be taking legal action, because oftentimes when you just send a message asking someone to stop doing something, they don't take it seriously, you know? I tried to remain as nice as possible while still being firm. I do not tolerate this kind of behavior, as I've spent years growing my platform and my social media is my main source of income. So for somebody else to try and take that away from me by being careless or wanting a bit of attention is problematic and hurtful. Around the same time that I sent that message, I messaged one of my friends who's also a pretty known influencer and explained to her what's going on. She assured me that I was doing the right thing and protecting my account and that she would have done the same. Just in the 4 hours of this account existing, I already got a handful of messages of people berating me for who the backup account follows. Imagine if it was up for a couple of days. It was very clear to me what this person's intentions were, and I have guesses as to who could be the one behind the account, but I'm not going to name any names as I'm not going to ruin somebody else's reputation on a theory. What I do know is that what this person did is illegal, whether they know it or not, and if it were to continue on with malicious intent, I could follow up with a hefty lawsuit. This would include suing for impersonation as well as damages for loss of income and the effect that they had on my platform and my mental health. While my pages are mainly for entertainment purposes, I still take it very seriously, and things like this are not tolerated. I operate on a business level where I am constantly producing brand deals, and I pay my bills. I pay over $1,000 worth of bills a month from my revenue from social media, so it is not a game to me. The person messaged me saying that they were just a fan account and that they would change everything, and they're sorry for how it was perceived, but I think it was an attempt to save face. If it was a fan account, in the bio, it would say Service Flower fan account instead of backup account. They also wouldn't be messaging people that they know that I'm best friends with, acting like they're me and attempting to get in contact with them to be friends. I will never know the intent behind what they did, but what I do know is how frustrating it is from my side seeing people use my name for views and to get in contact with other big name people. I cherish my fans. I love every single one of you guys. And I know part of having a fan base is having fan accounts and fan edits and so on, but please do it in an appropriate format so we're not spreading misinformation or being recognized as something that we're not. I do not have a backup account of any sorts, and if I do, I will be making a public post on my pages, my official pages, to let you guys know that it's legitimate. Until then, if you see any account that's impersonating me, please report them and send me the information so that I can take the appropriate action to protect myself. Some things I also know from context clues about this account is that they were likely operating off of an Android phone. They seem to be under 18 just by the way they were texting and talking, and that they were likely not from the United States. So, that's what I know so far. I have guesses as to who it can be, but again, I'm not going to be pointing any fingers or naming any names to avoid any damaged reputations until I know for certain exactly who it is. The person apologized multiple times, but again, the story that they were giving me was not lining up with their actions, so I am kind of skeptical as to if they really meant it as a fan account when they were operating as if they were me. So that's about it for this video. I just wanted to address it and talk about it, set some boundaries that this is not something that I deem acceptable, you know. I love, you guys make fan edits and fan art of my dogs. I love it. If you have a fan account about me and my dogs, I love it, you know, but impersonating me is a different story, especially using my name and impersonating me to get close to other influencers. So do not do that. That is illegal. You can face a lot of trouble for that, and you can damage my image because now people think that I support a dog abuser when I don't. I don't follow them, you know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We'll have some more uploads soon. I will be posting more soon, I promise. I'm down to 1 post a week, long form videos on YouTube, but I am posting a bunch of shorts and stuff, so stay tuned, and I should have more videos coming out soon. I'm just in a bit of a rut, you know, I'm just struggling a little bit. I do post almost every single day on both Instagram and TikTok, so go ahead and follow us over there. And yeah, bye guys.